So let's have a little look at how to scrape out. Now it's a technique I use a lot on the hair and sometimes on the beard in my watercolour portraits. There are a couple of things that you really have to get on board with this. The first is that you should practice it before you start trying to do it on a portrait. The second is that you really need to find the perfect moment. It's usually when the paint loses its wet gloss and turns into what I can only describe as a sheen, a bit of a matte sheen. At that point you're ready to scrape out. If you're going too early, then you will dig into the paper itself and you will create dark lines which you will not be able to remove. If you go in too late, the paper will have dried and you'll just do nothing apart from scratch around on a bit of paper. So bear that in mind. One other really important point is that you can't do this retrospectively. You can't go back into a portrait where the hair is dry and think, oh right, I'll have a go at this. It's too late. You have to do it when you're painting the portrait. So let's have a little look at the video. This is from my How to Paint Watercolour Portraits and I hope you'll find it useful. At this point we need a credit card. Now the secret with scraping out like this is that it has to be done at exactly the right time. If you do it too soon, you will end up with black lines. Provided you leave the paint to settle down for a bit, you should be alright. And the best bet is always to scrape out more than you need, because once it's dried you can't scrape it out. You can't wet it and scrape it out again. That's not going to happen. So take out more than you need and then you can lose some of it. Use the thing, but just use one of these, then you can use the curved edge there and scrape out. That's good. Good time. Scrape in the direction of the hair, of course. It's fine. Good. Okay, get in there. You can lose these, you can't get them back. So always put in more than you think you're going to need. Okay. Just let that dry before we put in the next softening down of the hair. It looks a bit scrubby and rubbish at the moment, but it will come together when you put the top coat on. And the hair, like I said, now you can start making sense of it. Just putting in some of your darker tones back into it now.